I was only injured seriously one time, but it was so gratifying to fight through this extended period of time where you're out and then you go in and you lead your team to victory.
TV headed up to Detroit this week. J.J. McCarthy, it looks like, is going to be back under center. Lamar's coming back this week as well on Thursday night against the Dolphins. What's it like for a quarterback coming back from injury after some extended time off? Is there a mental side to that you ever thought about?
Yeah, it's going to be, I think, a huge boost for both teams getting the starting quarterback. Certainly Lamar in the season he's had and being out the last few weeks. That team needs him to show up and play his best football down the stretch. He's already played amazing this year, played incredible last year. But what he was doing this year, to have the type of quarterback rating that he had, but not the win, was crazy. But it just shows that this team can get healthy and Lamar can play good. You never know what can happen in the second half of the season. And J.J. McCarthy, team has certainly struggled in trying to find their way without him. They had high expectations for him when they drafted him, but it just hasn't played out yet. So we got to see, us fans, what the coaches saw when they ended up taking him in the first round. He had a great college career at Michigan. I'm sure he's going to be fired up to be back in Detroit this weekend.
What's a quarterback do or look for, or an offensive coordinator, maybe, or head coach in JJ's case, to get a guy going, when they haven't been on the field in a while?
I always think there's a great saying for a quarterback. Obviously, you want to get him in rhythm, but there's a saying, you want to see one of the shots go through the hoop. Once they go through the hoop, you can gain a little confidence. So how do you get the quarterback to play well early in the game and get a little momentum? Just do some easy throws, screen plays, little short three-step drops. Get the ball out of his hands. Don't make him make these crazy full field reads right out of the box. Let him feel the rhythm of the game. One thing that is a disadvantage sitting out is the speed of the game is just different from practice to game day. So getting a quarter or 2 quarters under your belt before you really start to turn it loose is really important for these quarterbacks who haven't played in a while.
It's 2 big games. It's a Thursday night primetime game for Lamar. How are those guys going to be feeling coming out of the tunnel?
Well, it's going to be emotional. And I think when you miss games and you see your teammates out there fighting on the field without you, there's something inside you as a competitor that wants you to go out there and join the fight with them. And I was only injured seriously one time, and I came back in 2009 after an ACL injury in 2008. In that first game we played at home against Buffalo, and I had so many jitters in the pregame. And I finally got out there, it took me about a quarter to settle in the game. We won on a last-minute comeback, as you can imagine. And I was probably one of the most excited I've ever been at the end of a game. Yeah, it was a relief, but it was so gratifying to fight through this extended period of time where you're out and then you go in and you lead your team to victory.
It's totally unrelated, but pliability, right? Let's think about it in the second half.
It's all pliability all the time. I've talked about this forever. I wrote a book on it. I literally wrote a book on it. Figure it out. It's not that hard. Check it out.